guys, you join me here, Snowman86, and we are back on Ballyspring, guys. So today is the day, the big day. The field beans are ready to go. So we're just going to hook up our trailer here. It is somewhat hooked up, and being probably a bit optimistic, but we're actually going to kind of be a little bit prepared for wide of our mark, prepared for the big field bean harvest. We're going to assume that the yield is going to be so good, we're going to need the trailer parked here all day. So we're just going to kind of stick this in the side here a little bit out of the way, shut it off, because I get the feeling we might need it for a while, but we do need it. And we're going to run down here, get our harvester, which we do have in front of the workshop after the old fail of trying to get it out past the manure spreader. So we've given it a good old greasing and once over, and we're pretty happy. So the trick now is to get it out of this part. Tight old squeeze as well, so probably could do with grabbing a couple of gears. Oh, we're not going to make that in one whip. So it doesn't look like it should fit, but, and if I go at that angle it won't, but it just about fits in, and we can get back in cab, just about fits in there between. So that's a good old job. Now I have no idea what we left this harvester in, so I think we're pretty good to turn things on, see how we get on. A lot of noise and racket. Just going to face into it somewhat here. Want to be here. Just going to lower in and see what kind of yield we're getting. Are we getting a straw? Oh my god, I think we're getting a straw, guys. And I don't know, are we getting a straw, or is that what is straw? Yeah, that's a straw spot. Oh my god, that is not great chopped straw, but anyway, we are getting something, and you can see the yield here is actually pretty good. So we are struggling to do more than 2 miles an hour though, guys. So that is going to be fun. So yeah, it's going to be a fun harvest, guys. It's going to be a fun harvest. This is the pace we got, which I don't know, is it good or bad, but 2 miles an hour is 2 miles an hour. So just kind of back up here. Can we get forward this angle without clipping our silage wall? Should just slip by there now. So we jump in cab, guys, and this is going to be our view for the next foreseeable future. We'll remove the hood, we don't need that, and we're going so slow I don't think it matters. Now you can see there to my left the grass has grown back in patches, not fully, so we're going to leave the cows in there for one more day. It just takes a little bit of pressure off us here for today as the big harvest is underway, and yeah, it's going to be a slow harvest, guys. So field beans yielding quite well, but it's going to cause us trouble here harvesting it. It's not going to cause us trouble, we're just going to be a little bit slower. It's just going to be a slower process, but we don't have any straw to get off them or anything like that, so it's literally just a case of cut it and pray for the best. So we're still getting a pretty good yield. So it's telling me we're doing, what is that, 9 tons in hectare, which is, I think that's pretty good. I don't think our wheat was probably yielding around that. Literally, we've done the first, not even headland, and we're already 12% full, guys. So something's telling me we could be in for a good yield. Would be nice to see us. just stuttery and a little bit slow. You might be caught in a ditch line there, to be honest, but yeah, this is going to be a struggle and a half, guys. So, nothing too much more exciting we can do than other than we can just tip along here at the speed we're going. And okay. Yeah, it's going to be a long day, so we're going to be at this for a while. It's now 8:30 in the morning, and yeah, I don't think we're going to be going much faster than 3 miles an hour or 2 miles an hour. So it's looking, we might try for 3, will we? Oh, we got 3. Oh, we didn't get it for long because you can see the engine load just shoots away up. So yeah, it's not going to work at 3 miles an hour, guys. So she's just not able to thresh it fast enough. It's just the way it goes. So we are going to be, I think it's just a case to sit here and thresh at this speed. This is about all we can do, and do too much more. So I don't think we're going to bore you too much longer, guys. We'll probably try for a couple of cinematic shots, maybe more so than me just sitting here for the next, could be 2 hours, could be 3 hours, and it's going to be just a slog and a half. So we're just going to crack on. We're going to get this done, because as I say, throughout we show hopefully a couple of different shots, get the drone up, all that kind of good stuff. And yeah, harvest has begun, guys. So it's been a while. We're still out here harvesting at 2 miles an hour. It's a little bit slow and painful, and I've had a lot of time to think, and definitely at some stage we need to probably upgrade our combine. Now, it was fine in the canola and the wheat, I think, from the first year, mainly probably because they were lighter crops. Definitely the canola doesn't kick up as much, but the beans seem to take an awful amount to harvest, guys. So yeah, it's been interesting. The little old harvester is flat to the board at 2 miles an hour, so we're stuck doing that, but we've got a good chunk of the field. If we quickly glance over at our tractor and trailer, you'll see we're more or less full, and I think we need to unload again at the end of this run, so we'll have to do that transfer into the silo. But that's our first trailer off the field, guys, so not a whole pile left, so I don't think we're going to get a whole amount off the crop field. maybe 15,000 litres in around that ballpark, I think. From memory, I think the trailer holds 12, and this holds around the 4 mark. But yeah, we're going to be pretty much maybe about 3,000 litres left in the field. I would estimate around that. So that is us wiped out here. So we're just going to come to a stop, and we're going to shut things down here a while, because yeah, we just need to, as I say, my trailer's full and now my harvester is more or less full, so we need to run down here, jump in our tractor trailer and take it to the silo and get back to the field. So just a little bit something different. So we've done well. We haven't really driven on the field with the tractor yet, so compaction should be kept to a minimum. Yeah, we've just only been kind of on, well, we've only parked the trailer where we parked it, and that was us done. So this is our first load to unload, and if I bring up the hood, you know, we're not even on 12,000 litres, just under it. We had a little bit left in the trailer, but it looked pretty full to me, so we said we'd just go with that. So whip out here, try not to take out our gate post. The old cab pillar is a little bit of an inconvenience, but I think we'll get there. Somewhere there is probably good enough. Oh, we're probably a little bit too close, but that should fix itself. Yeah, I got a little bit too close to the shed there on input. Does happen. So we're just going to shoot back up here to the field, as I say, get ourselves unloaded, and we'll press on with the harvest, guys. So we got a good bit of it done, as you can see there. The harvester doesn't have a straw spreader, I suppose is the right way of saying it. It has no problem chopping the straw. That was a poor effort. Has no problem chopping the straw, guys, but yeah, it is not really then throwing that straw around the field. It's literally just dumping it out the back of the harvester. So hence where we've ended up with these little patchy lines of just yeah, I don't know what you call a straw stubble, or the remains of our straw anyway. So we're going to shoot down here now, get that unloaded, and there is our auger. So the trick here is not to clip the tractor. We literally just want to get the trailer, and this is a squeaky old beast. So probably want to be coming in around this angle, should be good enough. And I go a little bit further. There we go. So you can see our grain tank is going down, and we are filling straw at the same time. So we'll just get this unloaded. We don't know. Oh, we did a nice chunk in it. So now this field is yielding quite well, guys. So we're pretty happy with that. We must be getting close to the end. Yeah, the field, I think we've got maximum yield out of it. So I don't think we can complain any which way about it. Yeah, it's just been a good old yield. It's really been maximum. I can't see it. I think it's a dark green, which to me signifies kind of the 125%. It's going to get loud in here. Signifies the 125%. So I think we've done a very good job there, guys. So just lower our header, press forward, get our 2 miles an hour speed, and we are not harvesting. I bet you. There we go. We had not engaged the back half of the harvester. No, look at the shake, the rattle. Here we go. Now we're harvesting 2 miles an hour. So, as I say, it's a bit of a slow jaunt. I think we're doing 2 miles an hour. We're down to 1. I don't know. There we go. We got a little bump. I was thinking that looked very slow for 2 miles an hour. Sad how I know that. I'm spending so much time in the cab going forwards and backwards. that we know when it's not 2 miles an hour, guys. As you can see there from the mini map on the bottom left, it's just a real nice dark green. Obviously the bottom left corner as we're heading to there now, the kind of over the hill down to the left, didn't yield as well. It's probably around the 70 or 80% mark, but again, for that section I think the soil type there is pretty poor for growing much of anything. So I think we did pretty well to get what we did off it, and yeah, so we're just going to press on here. We should be able to fit all this in one trip, so that would be the plan, guys. And that would see us out for the day then, guys. So harvest would be complete. I don't think we have much more on for the day. Obviously this field will need liming, and we do need to do a fast turnaround on this field, because it's going straight to barley for next year's crop, and I hope I'm not missing a bit there, but yeah, we're going straight for barley, so this field will be a fast turnaround. Well, I say fast, we have 2 months, we have September, October to get our winter barley in, so we'll be doing that, and that will bring the field back to an original condition. I know the first crop was wheat, but for barley I think it yields a bit more and the price is a little bit more favourable as well, so that's where we're aiming. And then it'll be canola and back to field beans after that, guys. So while we have the one arable field, it's probably not the worst having this combine. It does take the day to harvest the field. It's a bit slow, it's a bit tedious, but it's manageable. If we had 4 or 5 arable fields, I think we'd be under a lot of pressure then, guys. Well, we wouldn't, but it'd just be, it'd be a grind and a half, just slugging along at this speed. But yeah, I suppose ideally for us 6 meters, maybe between 6 and 7 meters of a header, and probably a 300 or 400 horsepower harvester would be the ideal dream. Yeah, I'd say around the 310 mark. Maybe the likes of a Class or small John Deere, or it depends, New Holland, anything at all. But that's the kind of horsepower mark we're aiming for. I think we have a couple of small Lexians, but again, it's all down to money. So the more horses we add, the more expensive it's going to get. So easily for a new harvester and header, it's probably going to set us back $250,000. And we definitely don't have that at the moment, guys. So that is not in the books for the short term. Now again, the used market is there, and if we come across something good in that market, we will jump on it. I'd say as good as this harvester has been, it's probably seen it's coming to the end of its lifetime in this farm anyway. Definitely, when you consider all the changes we've made in the past 3 years, 2.5 years, yeah, it's definitely seen its fair share of abuse. So, and as I say, we are going to increase our land. Probably will be more grass in the short term, but we're definitely going to try and pick up a few arable fields, or we might change a few things around. If some of them aren't suitable for grass, put them to arable and see how we go from there. But yeah, for now it's definitely a slog. So as I say, I suppose plans going forward, we do have a bit of a lime session coming. This field will be prepped and, as I say, getting ready for sowing of barley or grass fields. We have a bit of work to do there. The cow pasture, one of the latest cow pasture, I suppose the easy way of saying that, will have a little bit of mowing to do there, maybe just to drop weeds, and after that we will be, once we drop the weeds, we'll spray it and just look after it, try and get it back to a good ground. That probably will be one of the first fields, I don't know, am I missing bits? That probably will be one of the first fields that will be reseeded. But again, I don't see it happening this year. It'd probably be a job on for next year because we have a decent seeder, but our other arable equipment is a bit lacking. By that I mean we have a real old cultivator, and we'd have to invest in some sort of plough or heavy tillage just to turn the sod on that field, maybe even a ripper. So yeah, we just have to see which way it goes. But we're going to crack on here anyway, guys. As I say, we've this headland, this pass, and one more left, and that should see us out of our field beans. So we'll probably will jump back in here at the end and just do a quick recap to see what our final total was, roughly the value or the resale value of that crop, and yeah, we'll see what else we can find ourselves. So yeah, I'm going to jump here because even though it's only a pass and a bit, it's 2 miles an hour, guys. 2 miles an hour. So yeah, I'll see you here in a second. We'll be back on the farm to recap everything. And we are back, guys. So if we look down here, we have field beans. We got 16,000 litres and nearly 17,000 litres of field beans. And at the max price, we'll make 23,000 off it. So that's a handy little incomer. Unfortunately, that money we won't see it till July of next year. So that's the joys of harvest. And we still have a little bit of canola we could sell. It's worth nearly 6,000. So that might happen in December. And yeah, we've about 2 grand of wheat. Actually, we probably will sell that because if we're going to move to barley, we won't really be stocking up on wheat too much more. So we'll probably offload that as well. So we'll have a little bit of selling over the winter, but not a whole pile. In terms of milk, you can see we've nearly 6,000 there in the tank. That is fantastic. If we quickly check our animals, do we have any more? Can I tell? I think no, they are due any day now. They should pop out 10 calves, so that'll be fantastic. And then they will start producing milk as well, guys. So that will really see the increase along the farm then as well, guys. We have the mowers attached, as we are going to shoot up to the pasture up here, drop the weeds, and hopefully do a bit of what's the word I'm looking for? Do a little bit of spraying, a little bit of fertilizing, just get that grass kind of in prime condition for the cows going forward. The pasture out here has recovered to a state where we could probably actually move the cows out, but I think we have enough feed up there for at least another day, so we're just going to hold tough and then move them out here for the end of September into the start of October before we bring them into the shed again, guys. So that'll be the plan here. Dim pasture, that pasture just looks fantastic. So that is our plan. We are going to crack on and get that done, and then after that we'll be back here. Probably tomorrow we'll be back and we'll be throwing lime out there, and we'll be cultivating it, and we'll be getting the seeder on and getting our winter barley in the ground. So for now, we're going to bait on and get this done. It's a job that I'm just sick of looking at the weeds. They just are driving me crack, so we're just going to go over and top them. And yeah, we'll see you all again pretty soon, guys. So thanks very much for watching, and as always, take care.